Shit forever, a nigga gonna try to heal. Like, that's all I'm saying now. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, how you feel. That's your perspective. We on perspectives. So you give me your perspective on how you feel and how you was raised to stand on. But how do it move forward? Because like that, you can see that consuming the music at, Slime. You just played me some hard now. Why that ain't that? What you thinking about?
Cause I just don't got my twin, bro. I don't got my friends, bro. I'm just fucked up, bro. I'm fucked up, bro. Who I be with every day, I don't got them no more, bro. I'm fucked up, bro.
Damn.
I'm fucked up, bro. I don't know what to do, bro. Like, and I ain't lose no tragic or now. I lost to betrayal, bro. You signing that one piece of paper, signing your initials on this one piece of paper could get me a life sentence. How you, like, come on, bro. I get a life sentence all this piece of paper you signed, bro. Just cause you trying to get home fast or you just trying to get to doing a certain thing, bro. And you already done betrayed a before, bro.
Damn.
A piece of paper, you gonna let a piece of paper in all this? We men, bro. We brothers. Ain't no in the world making me go get Ghana. No, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, you been around me 10 years knowing you told on our other brother. You told on Duke. Bro, you told on Duke, bro. When them niggas was shooting at you, Lil Woody, I helped you hide. You ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
He said I helped you hide.
I gave you money to put your family and your baby mama and they mamas and sisters them in hotels and do this shit just to help you. I know you ain't had nothing to do with none of that shit. The police know you ain't had nothing to do with none of that shit.
But in the street didn't know though.
It don't matter. It's up. It's a war at this point. At this point, it's a war. Hide your kids, hide your wife, go to war. Cause you been standing on that. This whole beef started because of you. The whole started because of Lil Woody.
Damn.
How the fuck you gonna tell? This started because of you.
Damn.
The whole case, bro. Because of you, my boy. The whole case. Because of Woody. Some sucker shit did to nut them. Some sucker shit. We just being real and your brothers and standing behind you. That. You did some sucker shit. Boy, I fucked you. Now you got Shannon, Yak, me, Duke, and everybody else who got on our side. You got all us going through shit because of your own action that you did on your own time. And you folded. You told. You did the worst. I'd rather you tell the ops where I live than tell the police. Go to prison forever. I'd rather die than go to prison. You better off telling the ops where I'm at, bro. What the f you mean move forward, man? You want me to just get out of jail like these just go forward and don't speak on just go forward and live my life. Just woody do. Yeah, I got blessed. They let me out of jail. Woody do, woody. I can't. I don't know, man.
2 years supposed to be healing, bro. You in there talking.
I'm a heal in the midst of the fire. How am I heal in fire? Tell me.
So basically what you saying, you trying to block out a lot of shit. Suppressing. That's what they call it.
They're trying to go forward.
Still trying to be young thug at the same time, trying to hold up an image, basically.
Being a real, ain't holding no image.
No, I'm just saying image of.
This no image. This real life.
I'm saying that you ain't hurt though.
Oh, the image of I'm not being hurt for sure.
I'm talking about
I ain't even
that's
know.
That's an image because be hurt.
Yeah, but I ain't never even woke up until right now talking to you and noticed that I was hurt. I ain't never even knew that. I just thought I was just running around just living life like shit. God just made me a happy person. I'm just happy. I think I'm happy. That's why I just told you earlier when you said why you ain't just doing what you supposed to do when you got out of jail. What I know you to do, bro. Why you ain't just being Michael Jackson? I thought I was. I thought I was happy. Hell, I'm just chilling. I still just wake up some days and get in my feelings about certain shit. Cause I feel like, Gunner, you my brother. I love you to death. Why you ain't gave me an explanation? You know how to get in touch with me. My daddy put me in your group text. I don't even want you to have my number. My daddy put us in a group text. I called my members like, hey, who the hell number this is? He made some phone call. He come back. That's Gunner number. I tell my daddy, man, what the f did you put me on text with this for, bro? What the f you got going on?
Cause he knowing too. Like nigga just hurt, bro. I think.
But guess what? Gunner didn't take advantage of that. I wouldn't even probably care to hear the shit anyway, cause I feel like once you break a rule from your manhood. Once you rat or once you turn, and I don't got nothing against people. It's people that work for me. But when I look at you a certain way, if I look at you, if I meet you and you, it's like, okay, if I meet you and you portraying that you a man and you not, I don't got nothing against people.
Yeah, no, I get what
you know what I'm saying? If you portraying a certain thing,
you deceiving.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't look at you the same. Yeah. I ain't mad at you for being, so what? Everybody, whoever, so what? Mm-hmm. I don't got no problem with people. People work for me right now. Yeah. I'm there around people every day because they work for me. Mm-hmm. I don't got no problem with them. Yeah. I don't hate that I even brought this. I don't want you to take it out, but I hate I even brought it up because I don't even want the LGTP.
They get what you saying.
I don't even want that community to even think that I'm against them. I'm overly with y'all.
You saying DL, bro? That's what you speaking on.
Like if I look at you like a man and we together, girls together, and we doing certain shit, and I look at you in a man like boy, and then I find out it ain't really nothing you can say to me. Yeah. I'ma just look at you like you broke a man code. Mm-hmm. You broke a code that men with backbone stand up to. Mm-hmm. You broke that code. You can talk, you can say whatever you want to say. You broke a man code. I don't look at you the same. But in real life, I don't even want to hear what you got to say, but you still supposed to be a real, like, I'm finna say it. I don't give a fuck if you want to hear it or not. I'm finna say it to make sure he know. And that's why I'm doing this interview.
He might not be one he want to, I'm just speaking, stir the pot.
That ain't stirring the pot. Get on the internet and saying how you feel about betraying your brother. How the fuck is that stirring the pot? Yeah. How? You ain't getting on the internet saying, oh, this did this, and bring the other. You ain't doing all that. You get on the internet and saying, even if you're not on the internet, my daddy put us in text message. So you can't even do no interview in the future, in the near future. You can't do no interview and say, I ain't got his number. I ain't got in touch with him. You overly got my number. Overly. That just further my conspiracy.
You saying even after all the jails you've been taking, you still supposed to submit?
Cause you know you're wrong. It ain't even about submitting. It's about speaking your piece. Did what it is, bro.
Yeah. So basically,
I don't like, bro. Imagine, bro. We fighting to say YSL is not a game. Me and Bank, best friend, they're my mans. We done made all the millions in the world together. I gave you the millions. We ain't make them together. I gave them to you. You get on and you take a plea and say, duct tape is a game and it must end. Just be a man. You don't think that you owe Thug an explanation? No matter what Thug saying. Thug can say Bank a rat all day. Bank a rat. He a motherfucking rat. Say that all day. And you can't say nothing about that because you did. But that's going to stop you from giving me an explanation? As a man. So maybe he need to get in touch with his feelings. As a man, bro, you supposed to, bro, this what I did what I was thinking. If you rocking with it, you rock. If you're not, how can you just do what you did to me and then just go live your life like ain't nothing happened? Like, how can you do it, bro? I can't do that. I feel like I ain't do nothing in the world wrong in my interrogation. And I still can't just go by living my life without addressing it. I still got to address it.
Because you know it's wrong for you being in there.
As a man, I got to explain this to that I love, that look at me like a gangster, that look at me like a man.
Yeah.
It's in this world that's going to be like, boy, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
Practice what you preach.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I'm speaking on it. Because I'm a man. Yeah. And I got real feelings and I care.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make it right. How the fuck I'm going to just go forward? How? That mean, to me, you never felt the way I felt about you, about me. You never did. Die before I go against that. Even to this day, still. I die before I go against him. The only thing I'm ever say, you're a rat. You're a rat, bro. You did what wrong. You betrayed me. Man, being a part of his demise or anything like that, I'm never doing that. Nigga, I love this mama. This like my mama. His mama her first piece of jewelry. Obviously, he presented it like he bought it. I did that. She probably never know that.
Get what? We can talk about that all night, and I tell you, I'm gonna just bring it back to bro. You said that, right? And you agree, right? We just unlocked that, right? All right. How do you heal, bro? How do you move forward? Period.
No, Bank. I ain't. That's why I'm talking to just like you, bro. That's why I talk to OG, bro. You gotta put me down. I don't know. You gotta put me. Somebody tell me what I can do, like, bro. I'm just telling you.
With the stick.
I'm telling you my.
Girl, how you heal then?
I heal that, but like that with soap and water. Soap and water ain't gonna heal it, right?
Yeah.
Guess what? You more in touch with your feelings because you're an older man. You more in touch with how life is. You done been my age before. I ain't been your age. So you could tell me if you know. Tell me ways I can heal. I don't know. I'm telling you my perspective. I'm telling you why I'm telling you why I can't go forward. Not why I can't go forward. I can go forward. I'm telling you why I haven't went forward.
First step is knowing what you just said. First step is knowing.
I ain't never know till the day, bro. Till I talk to you, bro.
First step is knowing. The second step is knowing that you know. Goddamn, I don't know. You just gotta, man. You got it, bro. Whatever, man. Like everybody, man, move forward with their life, man. Make sure they turn it to nothing else. That's all I'm saying. With whoever on the internet talking the internet, you and Gunna, I feel like y'all have a conversation. That's just how I feel.
So have you ever been betrayed by one of your friends?
Yes.
So bad to where you can't talk to him no more? Don't lie.
Yes. But I still, if I see a mama or something, tell my brother I say I love him. Because I do.
I understand
I
that.
can't turn my heart off.
That's another.
I ain't finna say nothing about you. I ain't finna nothing because I already know what it gonna lead to. We keep going back and forth, then that shit gonna lead to something else.
That's another thing on respect. Contact my mama. When you did what's wrong in that courtroom, you ain't get out of jail and run to my mama immediately. You ran to your mama, who I take care of. You ain't ran to my mama, who you ain't never did nothing in the world for. Nothing. You ain't pull up on my mama and say, hey, I know bro going through some shit here. Bro, bro sent money these niggas sent money to help me pay for my lawyer. Wham sent the money, all that. That's why Wham hurt. Like, they talked to Wham. I ain't talked to them. These conversations with Wham told them, man, hell no. Never. Don't never do that. But if your ass get 100 years on that bunk, nigga, we gonna take care of your mama and your family forever. And no, Wham mean what he say. He stand on his business. Home, a real one. These held conversations with Wham. And Wham told him, what? No, sir. No, you can't do that. That's the worst. No. My mama, bro. Held conversation with my mama. And get what my mama said. Man, because she an old lady, so she don't even care about no ratting and doing all that. She an old ass lady. My mama get on the phone and she say, like, man, them ain't pulled up on me. Ain't none of them they came to see me. Guess what? Wham done pulled up, gave my mama bags, dunchos. Pluto done gave my mama dunchos. Cash, XO Cash, done pulled up several times, gave my mama duncho. That nigga probably gave my mama $300,000-400,000, boy. Like gaffers, 50, 60, 100, 120. Whatever he have on him, he'll just pull up on my mama, just a hug and kiss her. And whatever he got on him, he just give it to her. Here, it might be 36,000. Here, mama, dude. Bro, you ain't even put up on my mama. And that's why I say you not a man, because you ain't even ever told your mama all the shit I done did for her. Your mama think you your mama think you taking care of her. You ain't never even told your mama, man, Slime did. Because guess what? You not a man to me. You living your life according to your rap career. The only regret I have is ever in my life messing with ever. I probably had better judgment with who I take with me, bro. But why I can't function, bro? I'm telling you, bro, I'm fucked up, bro. Like, ain't even about none of this interrogation, all this petty shit. I ain't never tripping on that. When I got on the phone with you the other day, what I said? Hey, bro, I did what wrong? And you said, man, you ain't do nothing wrong. The only thing you did wrong was even talking to them. Before sending somebody to jail or telling on somebody, you ain't do none of that. Because that's what I care about. I care about that. I'm a man. I honor who I love. I respect. I honor that. I honor that. You ain't even told your mama and your daddy and your brother them that I was the one who helped you do all for them you did. Not saying you wouldn't have did it, but you wasn't able to do it at the moment you needed to be done. I did it. You ain't never tell them that. I a weekend, I look at it like a big bro. To a certain extent, we ain't never just like hung out like that, but I with Cash. Cash my brother. Didn't part of my management team. Sal a part of my management team. I paid money for your album to go number one. You not bigger than no weekend. I paid money for your album to go number one. The thing I don't respect about Eb is she ain't tell you that. She on the phone with you in jail saying, man, take your plea, gone. Ain't none of y'all real. Ain't none of y'all gonna just say.
You can't say that.
Who?
You can't just.
He told some of our friends that Ed was part of the reason he took his plea. Ed was like, man, bro, you got to focus on your career. You gotta, I'm telling you. And she said he was saying it. She was saying it to the degree of like she was on. She know she lying. She know how to play the game. You know she came up on the Pluto. She know how to play the game. But she was telling him like, if you want to help Slime, you need to get out so you can help Slime. What made me know that was some cap is when you got out of jail, you didn't help Slime at all. When you got out of jail, you didn't help Slime at all. Savage sent money to Thug. Wham sent money to Thug. Pluto sent money to Thug. Cash sent money to Thug. Drake sent crazy bankroll to Thug. Gunna didn't send no bankroll to Thug. Gunna didn't pull up on Thug mama. Gunna didn't pull up on Thug family. Gunna didn't pull up on Dolly. Gunna didn't pull up on nobody that has nothing to do with Thug. So it's no way possible you think that Elle was serious when she said you got to get out so you can help Thug. Man, you ain't get out and do nothing to help me at all. You do an interview and say, I'm providing. How? What the f*** you providing it? What you talking about? Why you ain't put up on my mama gave them nothing? I'm so solid, right? He signed to me right now. I'm so solid. I still ain't never took $1 from him right now, and he signed to me. Ever. I still took $1. Like I still ain't collected none of my money that he owed me. Right now to this day. Never. Still. Ask him. Never. Man, this shit be goddamn floating in the wind somewhere. I ain't even stunned looking for it. I feel like that's not godly. That's not a godly gift. I feel like the devil get gifts too. I feel like that ain't a God gift. That ain't a gift God want me to have. I don't want it. I don't want it. I'd rather die and then the lawyers figure out, oh, he made these little $3-4 million off of Gunna music. Get to a kid. That. I ain't even, bro, I'm so about that shit. I'm so much of a real, I still can't even be no, I still can't even go, that ain't even been, I can't even be a businessman with it. After he did what he did. I still ain't never did nothing to
You really want to forgive Gunna?
No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't, twin. I wish he did something lighter so I could forgive him. I don't. Hell no. But I done cried many nights about this. This about no Wham, Pluto, Savage, man. Every one of them when it come down to how I feel in real life. Not saying them on no bull. When it come down to me making a man, because I done raised these to a certain extent. You think I care about what they feel? I can't. Hell no, I'm a man. No. What he did, I would never do. That piece of paper you signed could have sent me to prison for the rest of my life. With Gunna taking that plea, was it harmful to me? Yes, 100%.
How? You out?
Because God.
Could have been.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it was harmful. But the way my lawyer and the rest of that stayed a part of the case, the way our lawyers worded it, because you got to think, we going in the trial saying that YSL is not a game. Now you got Gunna and the rest of these take a plea and say YSL is a game, except Duke. Everybody else who took a plea said YSL is a game. Now my lawyer, now we having a meeting, all the lawyers having a round table meeting. Now all the lawyers saying YSL ain't no game. These are the points we're gonna hit. This is what we're gonna do. YSL not a game. This is what we're going to. All lawyers are aligned. 100%. All they have. This is what we doing. Huddle. Break. Now this take a plea and say it is a game. Now the 7 take a plea and say it is a game. Now they going back into the drawing board. Now the lawyer going to the drawing board like, well, now we talking to the jurors. First we telling the jurors YSL ain't a game. Now we going back to the jurors and say, well, some people might say it's a game. But we ain't a part of that part of it. We a part of the record label part.
Hold on. So let me ask you something. One more thing about this. So did y'all see Gunna plea before he took it? Before we knew? Did y'all know?
The lawyers did.
They ain't tell y'all?
My lawyer told me.
I'm saying like.
My lawyer said, I think Sergio Kitchens is going to take a plea today. I said, you think so? He said, yes.
So he didn't get a chance to get in touch with his lawyer and be like, hey man, no, man, let's stay on track.
Of course, we did all that. His lawyer, my lawyer was the head honcho of the lawyers. He telling everything that happened in that trial came from Brian. Everything. He told every lawyer what to do, what to get up there and stay. Max Sharp is top tier. Brian told everything to say to help Shannon. Everything. Talk to each other every day. Obviously, Max Sharp, a mastermind, and he know how to protect him and Brian in the same office. Brian gave the rooms in his office. Brian owned his whole building, this office space. He got 10, 15 rooms. Man, Max Sharp, 5 of these rooms over here. Like, these in a huddle 3 years straight. Everybody on one accord. Until that happened. When he took the plea, the who got off the case was out of the huddle. All the rest of the lawyers who still was on the case was still in the huddle. But we had to change the plan. Hey, we gonna run to the right. Now we got to change the plan. Hey, we gonna run to the left, and we gonna say some people did run to the right, but we ran to the left because it was open. You gotta think. Do it hurt the case? You got jurors sitting in there, and we don't know none of these. We know Young Thug and Gunna. Every juror. We know these two people. These are superstars. Rest of nothing. We know these. These is the head honchos. This what the state's saying. The state don't even got to say it. We the two richest on the case. The jurors gonna think that anyway. The state don't even got to say it. They would have been better off not even painting that narrative. Because the jurors already thinking that. They was painting the narrative so bad to the point where it made the jurors like, man, now you just talk. It might not be like that. It might not be like that. You better off not even speaking on that and just letting the jurors just come up with that themselves. Because they were going to come up with it themselves anyway. If I'm looking at 26 in a room, 28 in a room, and 2 of these millionaires, okay, these the 2 bosses. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But when you take your plea, now it's like we go from YSL not being a gang to, well, my YSL is a gang to certain people, but not to Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams is all about music. What you mean did it hurt the case? I heard somebody do an interview and they asked one of the lawyers, Mr. Weinstein, salute to him, I love him. They asked Mr. Weinstein, did Gunna hurt the case? And he was just speaking from what happened after the pleas. Mm-hmm. We was in this courtroom, tearing the state ass apart. They couldn't beat us in no way, shape, or form. No way. They wouldn't beat us. So that's why we say what they wasn't taking the plea didn't harm the case. We saying that overall it ended up not harming the case. But right at that moment when you take the plea, yes, that harms the case. We saying that it's not a game. You taking the plea as the second man in charge. You taking the plea as the second man in charge, and you said it did harm the case. I mean, and you saying that it is a game, that harms the case. Mm-hmm. Why would an interviewer, why would anybody doing the interview even ask that question? Did it harm the case? Of course. What do you mean? Yes.
I guess the question should be, did it harm the outcome?
It ended up not harming the case because of the masterminding of the rest of the lawyers as the court case, as the trial went on.
So basically, in your mind, you feel like they got out of jail feeling like, man, we gone.
Overly. I feel like all of them took a plea in the beginning because they thought we were gone. They thought, what the other reason is? You went from a stepper, a real live street, respected street, to a rat. Cause you thinking
somebody on that.
Hey, little damn, man. All right, twin, I'm gonna hit you back. I love you, bro. I'm doing an interview. He ain't even know nothing about that. He just speaking like we just talking man to man. That's why I ask you questions like, Bank, what man to man. I understand the light and the political. I understand the political behind everything, but just man to man, man, brother to brother, big homie to little homie. If you go into jail and you plea out before the trial even start, what the are you thinking? Oh, it. Man, you don't remember them Zoom calls that was all over the internet? The Zoom calls when we was going to court them first few times on Zoom. Before we made it to the courtroom, we was on Zoom. When we was going for buns. Man, you don't remember me asking that Zoom? We don't even supposed to talk. I broke the law. I'm on the Zoom. I said, Gunna. He look at me on the Zoom. I say, you good? Cheering up. You good? He say, yeah. I forgot what he said, but he just, the energy was just down. Not even on no bullshit. Like the energy was that down. Yeah. So it just automatically made me start thinking like, little bro, you good? I'm not saying that you know rat. And then at that point, I'm just like, what you going through? You good? And that's why, cause I'm a big brother to these. So that's why I do like head up when we on these calls. When we in this courtroom, man, head up, chin up. If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. We go to prison. And we fight to get out this. If we beat these folk, whoop-de-doo. We beat them. We go forward. That's how I go.
But can you feel like, well, it was left on the case and you took your plea.
Yeah, but my plea didn't say, my plea couldn't harm nobody. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My plea,
break it down for us, man.
My plea, I ain't say YSL with no gang in my plea. I ain't say nothing in my plea. That's why I didn't do the plea. The state offered me a plea and they wanted me to say YSL was a gang. I'm the owner of YSL, the gang, and YSL must end in the state's plea. They say all this in their plea. I told them I'm not doing that. So they wanted me to tell about Nut getting killed. I don't know nothing about that. They want me to tell about Shamel Drinks, the other on their side getting killed, the 3-4 more on their side getting killed. Even they were talking about got killed from their side that weren't even involved in the case. They just wanted me to tell on that. Like, you gonna tell on all that. We know you know about all that. I'm telling them, I swear to God, on my freedom, I don't know about none of it. I'm in the clouds. I really don't know about it. Guess what that state ended up saying? We going back and forth. Week. Just talking about the plea, the agreement, the plea agreement, weeks and weeks. We never can come to agreement. Guess what the DA say? Fonnie Willis say, well, you don't got to speak on none of it. You don't got to tell on nobody getting killed. You don't got to tell them on none of that. I take all this out of the plea. But you must say YSL is a gang and you the owner of YSL. Man, I'm not doing it. Beat it. I'm a man. YSL not a gang to me. Beat it. I don't no freedom in the world can make me do that. No. Guess what Brian say? They ain't gonna do the plea. Let's go on finish trial. Say less. The next day he come to me with a plan. He say, you ever heard of a guy negotiated plea? I'm like, nah, what's that? He like, well, you don't got to deal with the DA. You deal directly with the judge. That means you get up in front of the judge and you say, you guilty of these crimes. I say, I'm not guilty of that. I'm not in the gang. I'm not guilty of YSL being in the gang, the RICO. I'm not guilty of that, Brian. So I don't want to get up in the courtroom and say I'm guilty of that. That's not true. I don't want to get out of jail that bad, Brian. That's not true. Let's let's finish this trial. And he ain't want to do the plea anyway. Brian like, man, we're going to beat the sleaze out of it. I'm just telling you, you can't get convicted of this because it was in your house. So that's why when we did the non-negotiated plea, Brian, when we was talking to the judge, Brian was talking about the charge that I had. And Brian like, hey, we plead nolo to this charge. We plead not guilty to this charge. We plead not guilty to this charge. We plead not guilty to these charges. We'll plead guilty to these charges because these are the that they found in his house. Mm-hmm. I'm on probation for the they found in my house the day we went to jail. I'm not on probation for nothing that the DA was trying to say I was guilty of. I'm only on probation for what they found in my house. That's first of all in my plea. My plea was non-negotiated. I went straight to the judge. Hey, Your Honor, I'm guilty of these crimes. I'm guilty of having these controlled substances in my house. I'm guilty of having these pills in my house. I'm guilty of having this weed in my house. I'm guilty of having these guns in my house. I'm guilty of having this serve in my house. That's what I'm guilty of. RICO, being in a violent criminal street gang, YSL, all that, I'm not guilty of none of that. I ain't doing that. Guess what the judge said? I agree. I'm going to find you guilty of this that I found in your house. So my plea was the plea that I was going to end up with anyway. Because if I would have beat the case, I still would have got found guilty they found in my house.
You think you got more time? You think you got some jail time if you went all the way through it?
No, because she ended up, Shannon had got found guilty of one of his charges. The having a firearm as a convicted felon. Mm-hmm. So he probably went to jail 10 years for that. Off top, 10 years. And it was a switch. 10 years off top. He got acquitted for everything else. All the murders and shit, he got acquitted. But he got found guilty for that one charge. Because they got to find him guilty. That, even if the jurors want to say that he innocent, they can't.
So Shannon kept his side all the way out too?
Yeah, that's just the law. But when he got found, when they say you acquitted for everything, but you guilty of this gun charge, we in our mind thinking like, dang, they even go to prison for the gun. Get what the judge say. You've been through enough. I'm gonna let you out. So I feel like now, if I would have stayed in the trial, I would have got found guilty of the shit they found in my house because it ain't no law that tell the jurors they can